All right, next one. We got two sort of hard problems. You guys need a break? Okay, we'll keep going. Let's see. There's going to be some mass cancellations here. Look at x squared times x minus 2 divided by x times x minus 2 squared. First thing I would notice here is that this can simplify. This x cancel. You're going to get x over x minus 2. So there is going to be a asymptote vertically at x equals 2. And you might say, well, what about this little baby x here? That one is canceled away, and this is called a point discontinuity. And so at x equals 0, there is an open circle. You definitely want to put an open circle. But it isn't an asymptote because in that point, the dividing by 0 part is sort of canceled away. Because you notice here, there's no x right here. So this is definitely going to be an open circle. Let's look at the horizontal asymptote. And it seems like here, x over x, well, that's equal to 1. So there's going to be a horizontal asymptote at y equals 1. Okay, because, and I don't know if this is clear. I don't think it's clear. If you were to put in infinity over infinity, that equals 1. If that's not clear, let's go over that in class, because it's sort of important. So there's y equals 1. So we know that there's a point here. Let's throw in 1 and see let's see if 1 is way up here or maybe way down here. So plug in 1. So this is going to be f of 1. Oh, that's negative 1. So, okay, there's the left side, the left part. And then you're wondering what's going on. Is the graph going to be here or over here? And let's figure it out. Let's plug in, I think when I did this I did 3. So f of 3. You don't have to plug it in up here because that's going to be a ton of extra work. Let's plug it into the easier question, or the easier equation. So that's 3. So 3 comma 3. This is at y equals 1, so it's going to be here. There's my graph. Horizontal asymptote's done. Vertical asymptote's done. The x and y intercept. Technically there isn't one because you notice there's an open circle there. Alright guys. Keep going. We're almost at 15 minutes, so we're gonna. I wonder if I can do this in 20 minutes. That would be optimal. Here we go. Last one. Uh-oh. Out of order. Sorry. Let's see. Sketch. Oh gosh, this one looks sort of tough. Let's see. I guess if we were in class, I'd say, what do you guys think? What do you think is the first step? My common language here. I'm going to try to factor this. Chapter 4 skill. We do not want to forget how to factor, how to find x-intercepts, how to find vertex, how to find anything that has to do with a quadratic. Factor by grouping, the quadratic form. But I know you guys know that. So let's see. Minus, 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 minus. So probably 4 and 1. Nope, that looks good. And how about that? Okay, so let's see. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Let's put a, what do you call it, a vertical asymptote at 3. Okay, how about a negative 1? Let's label this. Okay. Let's see. We're going to notice that there's, remember, to find the horizontal asymptote, horizontal, you ignore all the terms that aren't the leading terms. So infinity squared, infinity squared over infinity squared is 1. So again, this is a sketch. So this is y equals 1. And let's find the x-intercepts, okay? The x-intercepts are going to be when y is 0. So when you notice, if this is 0 and you cross multiply, this whole thing is inconsequential. So all you have to do is find the roots of the top part. So we already know that's x-intercept so this whole thing goes away. So the x-intercepts are 1, 0 and 4, 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So without doing some test points, I'm quite confident the graph looks like that. Let's do a test point over here for this left region. I'm going to guess the graph looks like this. But let's do a test point. Let's do -2. So going to this equation here, so I want to know f of -2. So even if you're just concerned about whether, well, no, I was going to say if it was positive or negative, but that's probably not a good thing because it could be in this region here. So let's find it out. So this is that -1. So this is going to be a positive number, and it's 18/5. So it's 3 something, which is totally above the line y = 1. So that sort of makes sense. And then let's find the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is when x is 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0, -4/3. And we already know there's an intercept there at 1. So unless there's like a double root and the graph's going to blip and come back down, you could test some points, but the graph's going to look something like this. Don't worry about the shape of the curve, okay? I don't really know if we can figure that out. The graph's going to look something like that. Okay? Y-intercept -4/3, x-intercept of 1. Remember, there's an x-intercept here of 4. There's a horizontal asymptote at y = 1. There's a vertical asymptote at 3. There's a vertical asymptote at -1. And if you weren't confident, just for fun, 19.5 minutes. Let's see if we can. Let's see, I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. Let's look at f of 2 and see if f of 2 is down in the negative area or up in the positive area. So f of 2. So 2 minus 1 is 1. It's going to be 2/3. So f of 2 is 2/3 in the positive area. Okay. Last slide. What were the key skills that we practiced today? Okay. I want you to figure that out. And then write down one question you have after this lesson and bring that into class. And okay, we're done. That took about 20 minutes. I do want to know if you're having trouble viewing this file, if you're the software, like what you're using to actually view it. I'm thinking you could use iTunes, but I don't know, maybe a QuickTime player. But bring that in, viewing issues, handwriting. So handwriting. Let's see, handwriting, pace. Remember, you can stop the video. But anyway, look, this is the first one. So if you got through this, thanks for listening. It's Patrick Morrissey, Bedford High School, and I will see you tomorrow or whenever we have class. Bye.